What is up, everyone? I go by the name Izzy Lucid, and you are tuned into yet another episode of Improve Thyself 101. So grab your notes, grab your books, and grab your pens. Today, we talk about making mistakes. Let's do it. So if you don't know what Improve Thyself 101 is, please reverse back to the first episode of the series and get your scoop on what the hell I'm talking about. Today's quote is one from the author of one of my favorite books called The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. Making mistakes is a part of life. Taking risks, wrong decisions help you grow. Say yes to life. Say yes to life. I don't think I need to explain it. That's the end of the episode. Let's go. We're so afraid to fuck up. We don't give ourselves the opportunity to grow and learn. Because the only way you learn is by making mistakes. The only way you learn is by fucking up. It's got a lot to do with our need to be perfect. But I think what we don't realize is that the only way we get anywhere near perfection is to try. And this is just talking about embracing mistakes. Embrace not being good at something on the first try. Like some of us, including me, we're guilty of like trying something and then we embarrass ourselves, we make a mistake, and we immediately want to hide from the world. It's a product of social media as well. We touch up our skin and body, what is that app called? Facetune or whatever it's called. We make our teeth wider. We do these things because we're so scared of imperfection. I know I talk about me and music a lot, but I think back to like when I first started making music. I was not good at all. I was horrible. Someone that I looked up to when I first started told me, there's too much wrong, you should just quit. Had I listened to that, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be a fucking graphic designer or some shit. I don't know. Not that I'm bashing graphic designers. My point is that if I didn't embrace my mistakes, like my voice was too high pitched, my writing was corny. I mean, I fucking rapped about wrestling. What the fuck? If I didn't embrace those things, I wouldn't be where I am today writing songs like Know Me, Ellie's Interlude, Ego. You need to be okay with fucking up. In a previous episode, I talk about embarrassment. Don't be afraid to embarrass yourself. Like, this is also saying like, don't be afraid to fuck up. I'm not saying make mistakes and be okay with it. I'm saying make mistakes, accept them, and then improve upon them. Woo! Gem of wisdom. Shwing. It's the same with relationships, right? Not that you should be taking relationship advice from someone who's single and, doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. But like we've been in a relationship in the past and maybe they cheated on us or maybe they broke our hearts in some way or another. And we're so scared to get into another relationship and feel that hurt that we just don't get into a relationship at all. We don't allow ourselves to feel or to experience romance, to experience relationships because we're scared it'll get fucked up again. But we have to realize that it's all a part of life. Getting hurt is now I'm not saying it's okay to hurt people. What I'm saying is we can't avoid them. We can't protect ourselves from it. We can just improve upon it, learn from it, grow from it. Like, okay, example, right? My last relationship, my communication skills were off point. Do people say off point? I didn't put much effort into it because I became complacent within the relationship. You start getting so used to that person being there that you stop trying. And these are some of the mistakes that I've made. I think this also dives into cancel culture as well. Like our generation is so critical of mistakes that people make in the past that like, obviously you need to own up to your shit. If you do something wrong, if you're racist or like homophobic or transphobic or something like that, you need to own up to your shit. We're so afraid to become the next news headline or whatever. I don't know. I'm talking out my ass. But we're so afraid to make mistakes and we criticize people's mistakes so much that it's built this conditioning within us that shit, I can't make mistakes. I have to be perfect. I have to be perfect on Instagram. I can't show a side where my hair's messy because I just woke up. I can't show the freaking acne on my skin because people will make fun of it. I can't show a beard that isn't connecting because people will make fun of it. I can't show crooked yellow teeth because people will make fun. Like, we obsess too much about making our imperfections perfect that we stop being human. Woohoo! Damn. Let's rewind that back. It's all a part of life. Making mistakes, getting hurt. It's how we grow. It's how we learn what we want. It's how we learn what we like, what we don't like. It's how we find ourselves. Like, allow yourself to be imperfect. We aren't perfect creatures. We're human. If you try so much to put this image out that I'm perfect, then you strip yourself from being a human. You become a robot. We need to become more okay with our own imperfections, our own flaws, our own mistakes. We also need to stop being so critical of other people's mistakes. Fuck cancel culture. Someone tweets something 10 years ago and you want to cancel them now. Like, what? Okay, if they're still that person, cool, cancel them, fine. But if they're not that person anymore, then who are we to judge? We're not perfect. Again, we act so perfect on social media, but we ourselves are not perfect. Again, I'm not justifying homophobia, racism, transphobia, sexism. I'm not justifying all of those things. Those things are wrong. But what I'm saying is, if someone has been in those positions where they've said things, done things that aren't right, instead of canceling them, teach them how to get better. It's about rehabilitation. There's a saying that says, worry about the log in your own eye before you criticize the splinter in mine. Something like that. It's just that concept of, we can't keep crucifying people for their mistakes. It's their mistakes. We have our own mistakes that we need to look at. It's just all about accepting your mistakes, forgiving your mistakes, and then moving forward. Learn how to not make those mistakes again. Say yes to life. Say yes to being human, and fuck being a fucking social media robot that's perfect all the time. Perfection is unattainable. The only attainable thing that we can run towards, that we can chase, is becoming a better person, improvement. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what are some of the mistakes that you've crucified yourself over or crucified someone else over, and how you can grow from these mistakes, how you can grow from, these imperfections, how you can improve yourself, improve thyself 101. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to fuck up. You're gonna fuck up. You might as well learn from it and grow from it. Be afraid to not improve yourself. Be afraid to not become a better person. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Because you get all those other things by making mistakes, by learning from your mistakes. It's a part of life, so embrace it, get used to it, and build your life on improvement. I'm going to catch y'all on another episode of Improve Thyself 101. Thank you so much. I'm outie.